Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
So.
Oh, okay. All right. Last time, and I'm sorry that we missed a week. I was not feeling well. Um, Last time we did um Little Red Riding Hood, and sorry, I had to sneeze. Hmm. Okay. Last time we did Little Red Riding Hood, and so this time is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Let's see. Have you heard that story before? Yes. Ah, okay. So let's do this and share screen. There we go. All right. I'm going to make all of these words bigger here. Make our page bigger too. Ooh. Maybe about this. There we go. Can you read these words okay? The words big enough for you to see them easily? Yeah? I can make them bigger. Let's see. Let's make them a little bigger. Mhm. There we go. Have this. Nice and big. All right. So the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears that I have here has a lot of repeating words um, with different themes. I have um, highlighted in our pink are going to be number words and color words when we come upon them. A lot of the blue words are going to be um, size related or opposites, right? They'll either be words that are complete opposites of each other, or they will be words that are um, like this here. Uh, Big, medium, little, right? So you have big, medium, little, right? They'll show a pattern or they'll be complete opposites of each other. And then I have family type words here in yellow. And you'll notice some of them are the same as the ones that we had in Little Red Riding Hood, because an easy way for us to get good at them is to repeat what we learn in previous stuff and then just add more on top of it. Um, okay. Um, in our story, when we come to baby bears, um, lines, do you want to do those or do you want to read um, what Goldilocks says? No, we'll think about it as we come up to it. How about that? All right. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Right? Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived in a sweet little cabin in the woods. The bears were Great Big Daddy Bear, medium-sized mama bear, and teeny little baby bear. Right? So you have daddy bear, mama bear, baby bear, right? And he is big, and she is medium, and he is little. One morning, Daddy Bear made a delicious pot of porridge. Do you know what porridge is? Mm, Porridge is a mm, like this here. It says a dish consisting of oatmeal or another meal or cereal boiled in water or milk. You can also have rice porridge, right? It's any time that you take a grain, right, and you put it with water or milk or another liquid, and it becomes really soft and almost soup-like. Okay, and that's what porridge is. Right? So they made a delicious pot of porridge for their breakfast. He spooned it into their bowls. There was, oh, I'll move this here, move the window. There was a teeny little bowl for Baby Bear, a medium-sized bowl for Mama Bear, and a great big bowl for Daddy Bear. The porridge was too hot to eat, so the three bears decided to go for a quick, uh, and there's one of our bonus words from last week, quick, right, which means very fast, walk in the woods while their breakfast cooled down. While they were out walking, a little girl with a freckled nose and golden ringlets found their cabin. Her name was, what was her name, Jenny? You tell me what her name is? I read this right here. This is her name. Good, yes, Goldilocks. And she lived on the other side of the woods. She was out picking blackberries for her mother. Mm. She wondered who might live in the cabin, and when she peeped through the window, she saw 3 bowls of yummy porridge sitting on the table. If Goldilocks had remembered her manners, she would have waited to be invited in, but curiosity got the better of her, and before she knew it, she had opened the front door and was standing by the breakfast table. The porridge smelled so delicious, and Goldilocks was so hungry that her tummy began to rumble loudly. Here, read this part. And read Goldilocks's part for me, Jenny. You can do it. This part that I highlighted in pink. Can you read that out loud for me? Yes, good job, she thought to herself. So she ate a spoonful from the great big bowl, but it was too hot. Oh, she almost burned her lip. Next, Goldilocks ate a spoonful of porridge from the medium-sized bowl, but it was too cold. Ooh, cold. Oh, and so then she says this. Read this, Jenny. Yeah, yuck, she cried, wishing she could spit it out again. S- What? Okay, shh. My dog is talking to me, growling at me. Still hungry, she ate a spoonful of porridge from the teeny little bowl, and it was neither too hot nor too cold. It was just right. Goldilocks liked it so much she ate it all up. Mmm. Now Goldilocks was feeling quite full, so she decided to sit down. He sat in a great big, oh, what's this word, Jenny? Not orange chair, but it was too hard and uncomfortable. She sat in a medium sized yellow chair, but it was too soft and deep. So Papa Bear or Daddy Bear's chair is too hard, and Mama Bear's chair is what, Jenny? Is her chair too hard or too soft? Bro, come here. Stop growling at me. I'm sorry. My dog is in the background making a lot of noise. All right. So Daddy Bear's chair is too hard, and Mommy Bear's chair is too soft. Finally, Goldilocks sat in a teeny little blue chair, and it was neither too hard nor too soft. It was just right. So it's in between. But then the seat snapped in half, and she fell to the floor with a bump. Oh dear. Oh, she broke his chair. Mm-mm-mm. That's not very nice, is it? By now, Goldilocks was feeling very tired. Ooh, so tired. And she wanted to lie down. In the bedroom, she found 3 beds. First, she tried to lie on the great big bed, but it was too high up for her. Next, she lay on the medium sized bed, but it was too low and saggy. Then she lay on the teeny little bed, and it was neither too high nor too low. So it was in between. It was just right. So she crept under the comfy blankets and soon drifted off to sleep. The 3 bears thought that their porridge must have cooled down, so they wandered home for breakfast. But when they got there, Daddy Bear noticed that his spoon was standing in his great big bowl of porridge. So his spoon is just stuck there in the porridge, just standing up. Hmm. And we got to do a Daddy Bear voice. Let's see. Who's been eating my porridge? Boomed Daddy Bear in his great big. I can't quite do a Papa Bear voice yet. Oh, okay. He has a big voice though. He says, "Who's been eating my porridge?" Boomed Daddy Bear in his great big voice. Oh, sorry. Mama Bear saw that the table around her bowl was very messy. "Who's been eating my porridge?" she asked in her medium-sized voice. Then Baby Bear found that his teeny little bowl was completely empty. "Who's been eating my porridge? And they've eaten it all up," he cried in his teeny little voice. "Aw, poor Baby Bear." The 3 bears started to look around the cabin for clues. Daddy Bear noticed that the great big cushion on his great big chair had moved. "Who's been sitting in my chair?" he boomed in his great big voice. Mama Bear saw that the medium-sized cushion on her medium-sized chair had a small dent in it. "Who's been sitting in my chair?" she asked in her medium-sized voice. Meanwhile, Baby Bear was standing by his very own teeny little chair and looking very sad. "Who's been sitting in my chair? And they've broken it in half," he cried in his teeny little voice. "Oh, he's very sad now, isn't he, Jenny?" "Yeah." The three bears decided to check their bedroom. When they opened the door, Daddy Bear noticed that the covers had been pulled off his great big bed. "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" he boomed in his great big voice. Mama Bear saw that the pillows on her medium-sized bed had moved. "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" she asked in her medium-sized voice. Then Baby Bear looked at his teeny little bed and saw that there was a little girl with a freckled nose and golden ringlets lying in it, and she was fast asleep. "Oh, who's been sleeping in my bed? And she's still in it," he cried in his teeny little voice. Naughty Goldilocks woke up, jumped at the sight of the three bears, tumbled out of the bed, and dashed out of the cabin. Then she ran and ran as fast as her legs could carry her, completely forgetting the blackberries she had picked. The three bears never saw Goldilocks again, but it's a shame that she ran away because teeny little Baby Bear had been hoping to make a new friend that day. All right. So we have lots of different words. Oh, let me go back and undo this. All right. We have, ooh, no, stop it. We have this bear here. What is his name? What is his name, Jenny? That's right, Daddy Bear. And this one?
Mommy.
Mm-hmm. And this one?
Baby
Who's this bear?
bear. Baby
Yes, Baby Bear. Right? And they live, where do they live, Jenny?
bear.
Yes, they live in a sweet little cabin in the woods. Right? And the fun thing about this story, right? And all of our, oh, I've got bears. Ah, we have bears. Here, hold on, I'll stop share. There we go. Our camera's bigger now. Oh, I have multiple bears here. I have one bear. I have two bears. I have three bears. Oh, and I've got this girl. I have her, my little finger puppet, Goldilocks, with her little golden hair, right? And she just comes into the bears' houses, right? Does she come up to them? Does she wait for them to be home and introduce herself? Like, "Annyeong," or "hello," right? Does she introduce herself at all? No, she just sneaks into their house. In the story, it says that if she had remembered her manners, she would have waited to be invited in, right? But she did not use her manners. did she? Mm. So she goes in the front door, and there's lots of different stuff that she's going to try. She tries, let's see, what is the first thing that she tries out? And she goes into their house. What is the first thing she tries out, Jenny? Are you okay, sweetheart? You bored? Okay, it's okay. Okay. When she goes into the house, the first thing she sees is uh the breakfast table, right? So what does she try first? What did they make for breakfast? Do you remember what they made for breakfast? Let's change this view so you could see there we go. Okay. And you could sort of see the screen now and the words. Let's make them a little bigger. Okay. So when she goes inside, she sees the breakfast table. And the first thing that she decides to try is porridge, right? And that's their breakfast. So she goes in and she's very hungry. And she's so hungry. What does her tummy do? About this part here, Jenny? What does her tummy do? That tummy began to rumble loudly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so she's so hungry that she forgets her manners. She thinks to herself, nobody's going to mind if I just try one spoonful, right? Well, she tries one spoonful from the big bowl, but it's too hot. Ah, and she almost burned her lip. Right? So, whose bowl does she try next? She tried one from the great big bowl, Daddy's bowl. Whose bowl does she try a spoonful from next, Jenny? It's from this size bowl. So, who does this size bowl belong to? If it's a medium size bowl, who does all of the medium sized stuff belong to? Oh, you have cat ears? How cute. Those are adorable. Did you get those for Halloween? Yeah? Were you a cat for Halloween? Those are cute. I have cat ears somewhere too. Mine are metal and they have little flowers on them. They're at my other desk. Mm. All right, let's try this. What is your favorite story of all time? Like a bedtime story or a fairy tale or any type of story that you've ever been told or heard. Which one is your favorite? Because if these stories are not very interesting to you, I also have some princess stories. 1 second. Let's. I have my princess collection book here, and it has lots of Disney princess stories in it, like so. You think that would be more interesting than Goldilocks and the Three Bears? Maybe? Hmm, it might be. We could try it out. Or I have really fun story. Do you like dogs, Jenny? Yeah? You like dogs? You like puppies? I have a fun book about a dog named Biscuit. Do you have to go to the bathroom, sweetheart? You're moving like you have to go to the bathroom. No? Okay. There is uh there's a very short story here. Do you want to try this very short story? Let's see if I can move the camera to. Mm, can you see that? You probably can. Let's see. Ah, so here's this story. It's a very, very short story about Biscuit. This is Biscuit. Hmm, this dog here. This is Biscuit. Gonna read that for me? Can you see that?
Biscuit is small and yellow.
Yeah, Biscuit is small and yellow.
Biscuit has lots of friends.
Oh, look, he has, what is that?
Cat.
Yeah, it's a little kitten. It's a baby cat.
The bird is a small plant.
Good. Yeah. Oh, see, there's the baby duck.
Sam is a big friend.
Nope, Sam is a big friend. Oh, there's Sam.
Of the letter or is biscuit that's friend of foe.
That's correct. And that is the story. It's very short. Nat is his best friend. And a little girl is his best friend. Right? Like how the biscuit ones go. They're very short. They're very easy. We can add them on to the end of some of our other um, stories. There is also. Mhm. Oh, it's upside down. Oops. There is also this thing, right? Which has lots of different stories in it. So, we can do many different types of stories dependent on what type of story you like to read, you know? There's all different types of those. There are princess ones. There's biscuit ones. Where did my other storybook go? I had one about a princess. Ah, princess stories. Now this one has many different types of, let's move this. Here. Okay. So this book has lots of different types of princess stories with different themes, right? Um, and next week, maybe we can try one of these if regular, if sort of regular children's stories are not to your liking. And if they're stories that you've already heard, it's good for us to try stories that you haven't heard yet before, right? So there's things in here like, Cinderella, but then there's also the Goose Girl, right? So the Goose Girl is about, um, well, the Goose Girl is a story about a girl who stays true to her faithful horse and doesn't let people boss her around. And they call her the Goose Girl because um, so, someone takes her spot as the princess and they force her to be the girl who looks after all the geese. So I know we can maybe try that one next time. Do you think that sounds interesting? Story about a secret hidden princess. Yeah, okay. We'll try the Goose Girl next time. But our class is over. Unfortunately, it goes by really fast. And I will see you next time, okay, Jenny? Okay, bye.